Why hello there, and welcome back to Some Weirdo on the Internet Recommends Several Zine Quest projects, which of course means it is once again Zine Quest time. Now, it might seem like it was just Zine Quest time like about 6 months ago, and that's because it was. They moved Zine Quest from February to August and then back to February, so not sure how that's going to affect the Zine Quest. There could be fewer projects, there could be more, because it seemed like a lot of people skipped the weird August one. So in this video, I'm going to be presenting my top 5 favorite projects that were launched on the first day of Zine Quest 5 2K23. Starting with Horse Girl, which is a solo journaling game about being surgically and mentally transitioned into a horse to make your lover happy. So one of those ideas that's just in this weird intersection of a lot of my different interests, and one that sounds really interesting. And one that's just dripping with lovely metaphor, about being willing to give up your identity and change who you are for someone else. In this case, it's changing like very radically into a horse, but the themes are quite powerful, and I like games that explore themes. Also, Horse Girl is the recipient of this video's Golden Flump for the project that I like most of the projects featured in this video. So this is my #1 day 1 pick, and with a warning like this, it has to be good. But now let's move on to Sewer Rats, which is a game inspired by 90s cartoons where you play as a group of mutants who are fighting against an evil corporation. So something very much in the vein of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I'm always in favor of a good game inspired by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because the official Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game is awful. And there's nothing deep and metaphorical and meaningful about this one. It's just a fun little game. And up next, Escape from Spooksy Manor, which is another journaling game, this time about exploring a haunted mansion and journaling your way through 12 different rooms and the ghosts that you either help or evade while you're there. And once again, it's a simple idea, but an idea that sounds like it has a lot of fun behind it, going from room to room, rolling on a table, and then writing about the supernatural encounters that you have there. Also, I thought it was kind of amusing that there is another journaling game about having personal encounters with ghosts. That will make sense later. And next, Bada Bunnies, which is a sourcebook and adventure for Mutant Crawl Classics, which is kind of like the Gamma world of Dungeon Crawl Classics. And also, one of the many games that I'm vaguely interested in, but just have not gotten around to checking out because there are a lot of games. Is also a thing that they refer to as a reverse module, which basically means that you play as monsters and you're going up against a group of characters. And if you've watched any of my other Zine Quest videos, I do have something of a habit of recommending these projects that switch the monster hero roles, because it's not a difficult thing to do, but is just enough to shake things up beyond just being the exact same thing that you've seen 1,000 times before. Also, you play as bunny people, and I always enjoy some good bunny people. Which brings us to Rolling with the Youth, which isn't actually a game or anything, it's just a guide for running role-playing games with youths, and does seem to have a focus on elements like safety and inclusivity, which, as you will likely know, are things that I am very in favor of pushing as part of the woke agenda to destroy tabletop gaming. And this is overall an idea that I really like, a thing to help adults facilitate games for young people, with the specific intention of making sure that they have a positive role-playing experience. Because here's the thing, tabletop role-playing games can actually be beneficial to developing good social skills that can last your whole life. They can also be detrimental to your long-term social skills due to negative environments or experiences. So it's an idea I really like. Provide them with that good experience at the beginning so they don't think that these horribly toxic gaming experiences are the norm. And those are my picks for the first day of Zine Quest 2K23, aka Zine Quest 5, whatever. There will be links to all the projects in the description, so you can click on those and check them out if you want. And also make sure to keep an eye out for my upcoming Zine Quest project, Penetrating the Veil, a game about fucking ghosts. That's what the reference to another journaling game about having experiences with ghosts was. But mine is a journaling game about fucking ghosts. It is slightly different than the other one. And of course, I will be back next time with my top 5 picks for the first entire week of Zine Quest 2K23. And thank you for watching, with extra special thanks to my Fight and Flail Snails, Samuel Gorski, Ranty Mulholland, and Toshirokuro. If you'd like to be cool like them, you can check out my Patreon, where you can get early access to videos and fun stuff that I make for the Patreon. But if you don't want to do that, that's cool too. You can still hit all the lovely buttons, like, subscribe, these other videos which either myself or the Cold Heartless YouTube algorithm have lovingly selected for you, which I'm sure are lovely videos that you will also enjoy. And I will see you next time.